all of mobility comes together at the intersection, whether you're a pedestrian, bicyclist, autonomous vehicle, bus driver, electric car driver, ride hailing, it all comes together and every user comes to this one place and needs a slice of time to safely cross the intersection and go about their business. Now, unfortunately, 98% of all intersections operate their control system on a timer, which is extremely inefficient and lends itself significantly. We'll get there. Significantly to the large economic cost that we see in our cities. Now, headline numbers like this are exciting, they're visceral, but behind this is just the human cost that all of us face. We lose time with family, we lose productive time at work, we sit in our cars, we have roadway wear and tear, increased congestion, pollution, and generally diminished driving and mobility experience across really our working lives. Now, Xtelligent is motivated by these statistics and these kinds of opportunity, and we see a huge opportunity here. We focused on efficacy and cost of incumbent systems to really hone in on a large opportunity. First, from an efficacy standpoint, we use a proprietary and very unique algorithm design based on how IT networks maximize their throughput. So the same way that packet flow is routed and scheduled to maximize throughput is what we use in transportation networks. A lot of the core research was done at significant national universities, government funded, and leads to a 50% improvement in mobility. You think of that as throughput, reduced travel time, reduced stops, delays, et cetera. Now the second part, and a very important component, is cost. So we sought out to bring the cost of incumbent systems down to 5% of what they historically are. So traditional systems that tried to be adaptive and change their timing in real time would rely on fixed sensors that would cost $100,000, $150,000 per intersection to install. And that's why only 98% of intersections are so-called intelligent. Now we rely on a software-centric approach that consumes streaming location data from connected vehicles, location-aware smartphones, other applications to really bring down the cost. When we have a 50% better system at 95% cheaper cost, we're able to also reduce the energy footprint of an entire transportation grid by 15%. And the corresponding greenhouse gas emissions, all while fusing together a number of disparate data streams that are very high value for the automated vehicle future, other commercial data partners, real estate companies, logistics, et cetera, to create a very powerful business model. Now we're deployed in 3 metropolitan areas and more coming soon. So Denver, Colorado metropolitan area, San Francisco Bay Area, and then Los Angeles as well. And that's just a few notes here of our accomplishments over the last couple of years. We are coming to a city near you soon and happy to answer any questions.
Hi, thank you.
Sure.
Could you talk about how difficult or easy it is to integrate your system into the hardware that is there?
Sure, it's a good question. So we designed it to be plug and play and interoperable. So that's been a challenge that we focused on very specifically because along the business model needed to be better, cheaper, but also easy to install and access. So right now in our environments, Denver, Colorado, Fremont, we are plug and play into controllers from Siemens, controllers from Econolite, McCain, all the major manufacturers in the area.
Thank you. Could you give us a bit more details on the business model and how you price it?
Sure. So instead of the, as I mentioned before, the $150,000 investment that traditional platforms would require, we're just a subscription model, basically bringing that cost down about $1,000 to $2,500 per year per intersection, and allowing the city access to this mobility improvement.
Do you currently have? It looks like your current projects are in the US. Do you have anything in the pipeline in the UK?
As part of this program, there are discussions ongoing. We're very interested in expanding quickly into the UK and the European market as a whole.